Hey guys, today is day 3 of our 30 days to a stronger immune system. Today was a very emotionally stressful day for us here in our county in Florida. Our county today had a school board meeting where they voted on whether or not our schools would open brick and mortar or resume the e-learning that we had ended last year with. And I tell you this not in terms of what's better. I tell you this because it was emotionally draining for every person involved. And today, what I want to talk about are the 7 pillars of health, the 7 things that you have to have lined up to be healthy, to have overall health, and to make sure that your immune system is strong. And we talked about gut health yesterday, and gut health is going to play a role in all 7 of these items, but they are all actionable items, all things that you have control over to some degree. And so I preface this by talking a little bit about stress, because stress is one of those 7 pillars of health that we're going to dig in deeply to. So today I'm going to give you an overview of what those 7 pillars are. And as we continue on through this month, we're going to break each one down and talk about how you have the ability to control those things and in what manner. Because one of the conversations I had today was with a friend of mine who I've known for many years, who is in this group, and we were talking about anxiety, stress, depression, and statistically speaking, the number of deaths related to suicide has far outnumbered the number of deaths related to the coronavirus. And there's a reason for that. Because stress plays a role not just in mental health, but also in physical health. And stress plays a role in your body's response to things that tax the immune system. So if you've ever noticed, if you're not sleeping well or you're more stressed, you're far more likely to catch a cold or get the flu, which is one of the reasons why the beginning of the school year people get sick, because they're run down, they're off their schedules, their sleep schedule suffers, they are trying to transition to a different schedule, or they're stressed about the beginning of school. So the 7 pillars of health are foundationally food. What you put in your body matters in every way. Every single bite of food you ever take either feeds and fuels your health or causes disease. There are no other options. It is either good for you or bad for you. There is no middle ground. There is no sometimes or moderation when it comes to how your body responds to the things you put inside of it. Focusing on nutrient-dense foods is how we build a strong immune system. So that's the foundation. However, the pillars that stand upon that foundation include stress and stress management. You can't really change the fact that there will be stress in your life or things will cause you stress, but what you do have control over are the tools you utilize to deal with stress. And so we're going to talk about that. Sleep. Sleep is a big one. If you're not sleeping, you're not healing. If you're not sleeping, you're not recovering. If you're not sleeping, your body can't fix itself. It doesn't matter how well you eat. It doesn't matter how well you exercise. You'll never be well without good sleep. And 75% of Americans are sleep deprived. Sleep deprivation occurs anytime you get less than 7 hours of sleep in 2 consecutive nights. Cognition falls, immunity falls, your ability to carry out simple cellular functions decline. Sunlight is the next one. We require the sun to live. If we avoid the sun, we're constantly inside, we're constantly covered up, or worse, we're using sunscreen, which is full of harmful chemicals that are absorbed through our skin directly into our bloodstream and have a beeline to our organs, including our brain. There is a certain amount of sunlight we need to manufacture enough vitamin D to boost our immune system. And what we have seen with the coronavirus is that vitamin D deficiency is one of the leading comorbidities next to obesity for people who are having severe responses to the coronavirus or really any other virus. So sunlight is going to be number 4. Number 5 is hydration. So often people make the mistake of believing that water has something to do with hydration. You can actually consume tons of water and still be dehydrated. Why? Because hydration is the amount of electrolytes in each cell in your body that allows those cells to perform whatever their function is. Electrolyte balance is the true definition of hydration. And when we think of electrolytes, we think of salt. Salt is only one of those necessary electrolytes that have to be balanced. So most of your electrolyte drinks on the market do not actually hydrate you at all. And we're going to talk about how to do that. So we talked about sleep, we talked about food, we talked about stress, we talked about hydration. Movement is next. Functional movement, not necessarily just exercise, but getting up, moving around, using your body the way it's intended to. Movement helps us build muscle. Movement helps us have a strong immune system. Movement helps with recovery. And the last one is supplementation. And supplementation's job is to bridge the gap between where you stand right now and where optimal is for your body. Remember when we talked about the gut, we talked about how every single dynamic in the body must begin with a healthy gut. That includes nutrient absorption. So if your gut is compromised, you could eat all the right foods, but not absorb the right nutrients from those foods. So supplementation helps us bridge the gap to get your body working, to give it the building blocks it requires in order to do the job you expect of it. So supplementation isn't something that you do all the time exactly the same way. It's something that you customize to where you are in that precise moment. And we're going to talk about that more. I hope that you guys have a great night. I look forward to talking to you more tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to start to dive into each of these things a little bit more deeply. Have a great night. Bye.